Before 2021, Carrie Sakamoto lived a healthy and active life as a wife and a mother of three boys on a seed farm near the foothills near Lethbridge, Alberta. She was vibrant and involved in farm and family life. In June 2021, after receiving her second COVID vaccine, Carrie Sakamoto developed severe flu like symptoms that rapidly worsened. She currently is filing for a class action lawsuit against the governments of Canada and Alberta, and her certification motion is next week in Calgary. Good afternoon. My name is Tamara Leach. This is Rebel News. On June 18th, after receiving her second COVID vaccine dose, Carrie Sakamoto developed severe flu like symptoms that rapidly worsened. She was hospitalized for 17 days, experiencing symptoms including the inability to talk, walk, chew, or focus. She has since suffered from ongoing issues such as Bell's palsy, severe head pain requiring medication, hearing loss, cognitive difficulties, and psychological trauma. Carrie's condition led to significant life changes. For example, incidents like leaving the dogs outside in the cold, starting kitchen fires, and falling down the stairs. The family eventually had to sell their farm due to the medical costs and the safety concerns, as she could no longer live there safely. Her husband, Sean, also fell ill but recovered. Carrie Sakamoto has been a prominent voice for vaccine injured Canadians. She has criticized the federal vaccine injury support program administered by Oxero Inc. for being slow, dehumanizing, dismissive, and inadequate in providing support. She did receive some indemnity, but faced denials for additional claims for things such as hearing aids, counseling, and medications. Carrie is the lead plaintiff in a proposed class action lawsuit filed in Alberta's Court of King's Bench, alleging the government's used misleading information about vaccine safety and efficacy and is seeking accountability.
I received two vaccines. I had AstraZeneca in April of 2021, and then I had Pfizer in June of 2021, and I got sick right away. Um, Within 2 weeks, I was in hospital where I stayed for 17 days with a type of Bell's palsy and other neurological issues like vertigo and memory loss, all diagnosed as a vaccine injury. So I am doing something about it. The government program isn't working. And so I have a legal team, and we have been in court for a few years, and we are heading back this week coming. Um,
Fantastic. Yeah, if you want to list maybe some of the allegations that you have in your claim, please go ahead.
the core allegations are both the governments provided the public with false and misleading, incomplete information regarding the safety and efficacy of vaccines. Thereby, they were preventing citizens from giving true informed consent. The claim I also allege is negligence, misfeasance in public office, and failure to properly warn the public about the risks.
Every single vaccine available in Canada has been approved by Health Canada as being both safe and effective.
Because the federal and provincial governments deliberately built a relationship of trust with the vulnerable public, they had a duty to provide complete and accurate information. They withheld and downplayed the risks like they still do today. My trust was misplaced along with thousands of others. We were denied the ability to give true, fully informed consent.
Yes. Well, I know I want to thank you so much for your continued advocacy work on behalf of a lot of the vaccine injured in Canada, because this has been a long road for you. We are going, how long have this case been before the courts now? A couple of years for sure.
Yes, it's been since 2022 we kind of
Oh,
started,
yeah,
so it's been a
right.
long time. The last day of court next week, June 18th, is the day that I got my Pfizer injury, 5 years to the day. There's been a big push with Dean Allison bringing this inquisition, I guess, forward about the vaccine injured. that is brought some attention to us again. Thankfully, there seems to be some MPs pushing for change and pushing for us to be heard. There are so many people that are coming forward now that they know somebody or are someone who's injured.
As I've traveled across the country, and as my colleagues have traveled across the country, we have heard countless stories from Canadians. People have come to my office, people have written letters, they've sent emails. Some lost loved ones to COVID-19. Some people lost businesses. Some struggled with isolation and mental health challenges. Others experienced severe adverse reactions following the vaccination. What they all have in common is a desire to be heard. That is why this conversation matters. This is not about relegating every decision or relitigating, every decision that was made during an unprecedented crisis. This is not about assigning blame. It's about learning. It's about listening. It's about ensuring that when the next public health emergency arrives, Canada is better prepared because we had the courage to examine what happened honestly and openly. Canadians deserve transparency. Canadians deserve accountability. And above all, Canadians deserve to know that their experiences matter. The stories that we will hear in September are a reminder that behind every statistic is an actual human being. Their voices deserve to be heard. Many have suffered in silence, and their country should be willing to listen. My call to action is, if you've been injured or someone you know has been injured, we'd love to hear your stories. I'd ask you to go to allisoninquiry.com and fill out the forms, and then hopefully we can get a chance to hear your stories.
It is great to see that it's getting closer to getting in front of the Parliament, at least. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked to a few people that are a bit disappointed in it. They think it's just going to be, another NCI. And I thought the NCI was great as far as getting a lot of the testimony out, but of course none of it was binding in any way. But great information that came out of it. And I know there was a bit of a concern that this would be the same. However, I think it's great just to keep the conversation going. I think it's a step closer to getting it in front of our government and getting some accountability from them also. So I'm really looking forward to those hearings. Will you be testifying at those? Have you been invited?
So I have spoken with Dean, and I'm just not sure. My health isn't the best for traveling, and with the court case, and I'm still with fighting with the VISP or VIAP program. So I have a lot on my plate. I am in contact with him. I might. We'll see.
Yeah.
I want to give room for others to use their voice. My case has been in the forefront for a few years. Thankfully, I've been able to speak loud enough that people are hearing me, and I want to make sure that everybody has space to be heard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice, Carrie. That's very kind of you. Well, one of the many reasons that I am so honored and grateful to be a Rebel News employee is that they were one of the very first organizations to bring us the stories of our COVID-19 vaccine injured here in Canada. If you want to continue to see these stories, or you want to support the work that we're doing to cover these stories and these very important legal cases, please visit nommoreshots.ca.